Today a look at Framingham Shoppers World Tesla Supercharger station. So there are 12 spots here. You see one in front, and then if you count as you go down the road, the line, there's 12 spots total. So this is a rather large station, and something unique about the charging transformer room here. Well, we're not going to see in it very well. There's that, but you can see the meter rather easily. I had trouble the other night with the condensation, so you can make out what that says. Anyhow, kind of a weird arrangement for this first pump, if you will, and I guess it's shared with nobody, so that's kind of the primo spot. My own car is back here. There's the silver and the midnight silver. My car's the midnight silver. They don't make this silver anymore. I'm not sure why that is. So we are sharing, that's 3A and 3B. So that means we're both sharing power. So I slowed down a little bit. Looks like it's charging at a rate of about 170 miles per hour rather than like 170 in half an hour. So yeah, we're getting about half the rate because of that. So that's it for my look at Shoppers World here, right next to Logan Express, which is a bus that'll bring you right to Logan Airport, and a handy place to charge your Tesla. Just going to show you this Tesla Supercharger station in Auburn, Massachusetts. If you look over here, it's a long parking lot. We're in the far corner, obviously, and we've got the usual kind of shed here, utility equipment, whatever. This one's kind of odd because we can peek right in there. So you can see there's some sort of vents. Let me go in the corner a little better over there. Some sort of ductwork and whatnot. Probably more interesting though is behind here. So I'm the only car charging right now, and there's a bit of a buzz coming from here. And, you know, an electric, this Model 3, it doesn't show green the whole time you're charging, by the way. It eventually turns off. That's true when charging at home anyway. Maybe not in the supercharger. Today a look at the Manchester, Connecticut Tesla Supercharger stations. Let's see how many we have. This is my Model 3. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 spots to charge your vehicle. And that far spot has the pump, electron pump, whatever you want to call it, on the side. If you look a little closer, more closely, we'll see that there's a kind of transformer booth, the usual like shed near all supercharger stations. So that's it for my quick look at this particular Tesla supercharging facility. And actually you can see it says I'm on 8B, so that's shared with 8A right there. And can we tell if it's 120 kilowatts or 70 or a lesser number? I don't think there's any obvious way to know that. But if we look at the status inside the car of the charging that's underway, kilowatts right now, 40 minutes remaining, 200 miles per hour. All right, so that'll just keep going up. By the way, here we are on the map. So yeah, Manchester, Connecticut, supercharger station, having a look around here. There's your shopping, and up ahead, there's food. Noodles, company, and Five Guys. All right, it's also only 34 degrees out, right? So the supercharger might be deciding it's not going to give me a full speed charge. Okay, I'm letting the camera roll here as I get off at the new Hartford Supercharger off of Liebert Road. So I'm just south of downtown Hartford here, and well,
In 1,000 feet, take exit 33 on the right onto Jennings Road.
So here's my exit, and I just figured I'd let the camera roll with my arm over the center console, but keeping my eyes and hands on the wheel, my eyes on the road. So yeah, this will be a little tour, and it'll also show you
33 on the right.
How quickly and easily I can get to this supercharger station. So at the end of this exit ramp here, I'm going to be taking a right and a left, an immediate left. This is not listed under Google Maps yet.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Jennings Road.
So it's February 25th of 2019, and I read about this on the
right onto Jennings Road.
Model 3 Owners Club forum, and there it is. I can already see the station, brand new. The bright green roofing there. So it's very close to the highway, which is awesome, and this will be very convenient for people as they pass through Connecticut and they need a supercharge. Since I live only about 10 miles from here, not too likely I'll be using this very often. But I thought I'd give you a little tour of the facility, as I've been doing for many of the superchargers in the Northeast, all the way from Massachusetts.
Now turn left onto Liebert Road.
Down to New Jersey. All right, so you can see the gas station is not even open yet. So here it is, gas station. 91 is right next to it. And I spotted the superchargers behind the building there. So nothing's keeping me from going in.
Destination is on the left.
It doesn't say do not enter, so I'm entering. Heck, I don't even see construction trucks. So this is a major truck stop slash rest stop, probably with bathrooms and all the facilities. And looks like the Tesla Superchargers are still fenced off. So I won't be able to do my usual kind of up-close tour of this particular facility. Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So we have 12 superchargers here. And at the end, we can see there's some transformers that are not yet installed. They're not resting on concrete pads, that's just resting on dirt. But the Square D station at the end here, that already is installed. So yeah, they're just not ready yet. Looks like they're foregoing the shacks that you see at some places to protect these transformers. And that's some of my other tours here. Show these fans, you know, running when it's charging my car. You can put your hand over that fan and feel it running. Okay, so I guess that's about it for my look at this, my early preview look at the supercharger station here in Hartford, Connecticut. Thanks for watching. So I'm at Tesla Supercharger station, the first one I've been to, in West Hartford, Connecticut, behind a Red Robin. So just like my home charger, I should be able to just push this button. And it works. Cool. So it knows who I am. Shove it in. A few more seconds of blue, it should show green. And then I'm good to go. Just walk inside. The fun part for me will see the charge rate, right? This should be way quicker than anything I've seen so far on this car. But I have only about 190 miles on day 3 of ownership. That's taken a while, okay. And now it's green. There's no indication on the machine, it's not fancy. But like every Tesla station, there's usually transformers somewhere. I don't know. Big honking box for the DC power conversion, maybe it's that thing. Don't really know. But it's DC, and it's fast charging, way faster than the Panera that I tried this morning, which would take about 5 hours to do a full charge. Okay. I've been doing this series of videos showing supercharger stations and what they're like and what the facilities are like. So here I am about 10 p.m. on a Thursday, and there's nobody around at this Milford, Connecticut Tesla Supercharger station. So let me give you a little tour here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different charging spots. And I can hear a bit of a hum. This one is very exposed. We've got a transformer over here, which is the thing that's humming apparently. And over here, more high voltage stuff, all out in the open. No shed built around this one. And then actually we can see the meter running. These things are usually inside of a shed. And here they're wide open. So of the many stations I've seen, this is the first one I've seen like this. So We got square D panels, 3 of them, and then we've got fans running. All right, so all of this is kind of different. And over here is my car that's charging, my Model 3. Anything else here? I think all these look the same. Actually says which supercharger, so I think I'm Supercharger 2. If the one at the end is number 1. Not really sure how they're numbered. But what do you know? These are quiet. So yeah, I hear no noise over here. And that's it. And just a big row of chargers here. Again, completely empty. So finishing up my tour, let's have a close look at the sticker on the one that's making noise, Supercharger 2. No, actually Supercharger 1 is making noise. What's the label say? Is there anything interesting to look at? Not really sure. But again, this is by far my closest look at any of the stations I've seen. And can we tell if this is like Gen 1 or 2, or will there be new Gen 3 superchargers coming soon? I don't know. Anyhow, that's about it. I'm a bit of a distance from this mall, and it looks like, well, food court and all that's gonna be closed this late at night, but at least I have, looks like a Burger King across the street. Well, that's not good. It's 10:30 and Burger King's closed. So now I need to see if there's anything anywhere near here with a bathroom. So good news, about 1,500 feet from the supercharger, we have a Dunkin' Donuts that's open till midnight. And even better, there's what looks like a 24-hour mobile, and that would have a bathroom. And then, what do you know, even a touchless car wash. My car's filthy, filled with salt right now, so I'm actually gonna take advantage of that too. So I've been doing this series of kind of tours of Tesla Superchargers. Right now I'm in Danbury, Connecticut. The weather is obviously not really awesome. This has 10 supercharger spots here. So I'm just pointing out what this particular facility looks like. There's my car charging. Let's have a walk down the line here. What's unique about this one is I don't see the usual kind of charging shed, you know, transformer place or where the meter is or any of that. That's all hidden. So I'm just at the edge of the Danbury Mall, and yeah, there's nothing unsightly about it. Got some power tapped into this lamppost, but that's about it. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how they're doing the supercharging here. There's Cheesecake Factory and the like. Give you a quick look at what kind of stuff you can expect here. Brio, Albean, and Macy's and stuff. So that's it for this quick look at the Danbury Tesla Supercharger. I'm here in Paramus, New Jersey. I thought I'd give a little supercharger tour here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 supercharger spots. And well, it's not much different than most of the other ones, other than they've really kind of hidden the transformers in the bushes here, so I'm not really gonna be able to show you much there. Usually I try to take a peek, and I don't think I'll get away with that because I'm at a Tesla dealership, right? But anyhow, this is the supercharger that's a couple miles off of the highway here in New Jersey. As far as facilities around it, well, you've got a strip mall over there with some food options, and you've got a whole lot of Teslas in the lot all around you, not just supercharging. That's about it. I'm gonna go inside and see if I can get myself another valet key or two, because I don't actually live near a Tesla dealer. I'm here at Edison, New Jersey, where I'm at a Tesla Supercharger with lots of power lines around. Kind of seems appropriate. This is the Menlo Park Mall that I'm right near. So there you can see an idea of the facilities nearby, just across the parking lot. And we have, let's see, 4 spots this side of the transformer shed there. And I'll have a look at the other spots just beyond a second little shed. And that one has no vehicles right now. And another, 4 spots total. Let's see if we can have a look inside the shed without some people around. Not much to see here. That one looks empty. Nope, not quite empty. There's some kind of box in there. Anyhow, this is the shed that's more interesting, but probably a little awkward for me to look into, so let me just peek over. And there we have it. So that's it. That's it for my look at the Edison, New Jersey Supercharger station. Today, a little tour of the Joyce Kilmer service area in New Brunswick, New Jersey. So I'm on the New Jersey Turnpike, headed north, I-95 north, back to Connecticut. And I do need to stop for about, I think it was 20 minutes it was saying earlier, for a supercharge. What's nice about the charging stations, like the one that was on the southbound lanes that I used yesterday in Cranbury, New Jersey, what's nice about this East Brunswick, New Jersey stop I'm stopping at shortly here, is that it's right in the service area that is right along the highway. Okay? So, actually for grins, we can go ahead and put on Navigate on Autopilot. Now my left hand's on the wheel, you just can't see it. So, got my blinker on for the service area. We're in the exit ramp. It kind of swung wide there, and it says navigation
now take the
complete.
Exit on the right.
So basically, handy control back to me. Well, kind of. That was a little weird. Anyhow. Okay, we got a 30 mile an hour coming up. The car is slowing. And it's actually steering quite nicely. Oh, what do you know? Navigate on Autopilot is working quite nicely here. To get all the way to the supercharger. Well, it's not really meant for the off the highway stuff.
Your destination will be on the right.
It's doing great. All right, more to the point. I see the superchargers already. We're passing them, so I'm manually driving the car. There's no one behind me, no one around. Nice. We have an EV
now
sign.
Your destination is on the right.
And we've got the Joyce Kilmer rest stop. Doesn't look particularly new, but very convenient to have supercharging right here. Now there's only 4 stalls and 2 cars at them. So they're gonna kind of resent my presence because I'm gonna slow their supercharging down as I pull in. Gladly, they're not in the car for them to, you know, sneer at me. So I'm gonna have a look at the supercharger stations here. 2 Model 3s. And now it's time for me to go ahead and back up. Backup camera, really handy. Nice and straightforward for me to back right in. And what do you know? The very last supercharger is about to be used by a Model X. So let me go ahead and get out and give you a little charge in the rest area here. We have a PS&EG EVgo charger here. Little Nissan Leaf Focus. We've got kind of the charging shed. This one is rather easy to look into. You can actually see some hoods on the transformers there. And I'll go ahead and plug my car in. So if you've never used a supercharger before, pretty straightforward. Push this little button, and plug it in. So now my on-screen display, after this starts blinking green, or pulsing green, is going to change to charging status in a few more seconds. So we now have 4 cars, all 4 bays, taken by superchargers. This is actually unusual. It's the first time it's happened, but most places have way more than just 4. We've got the green pulsing going on. Let's go back into the car and have a look. And it shows my charging stat. So I'm getting a rate of, turn this off, getting a rate of 143 miles per hour already with 1 hour. Oh, look at that. The times are all over the place. Now it's cold out. It's only 37 Fahrenheit, right? So that's an important thing to keep in mind. And also my battery is down to 74 miles left out of a 310 mile range. And because I'm sharing a charger with someone right next to me, you know, AB, we're both going to be slowed a little bit. So instead of like 120 kilowatts, we're each getting 70, well, I'm getting 73 at the moment. So anyhow, there's lots of variables there. So when the trip calculator was telling me how long do I need to stop at this stop, I wonder if it was taking into account that I'm going to be sharing. Since 2 of 4 bays were taken, it knew I was going to be sharing, meaning it should know I was getting a slower, I was bound to get a slower charge rate because there was already 2 cars here. So not really sure about all of that. Let's see, is there anything to look at here? No. We've got the meter blocked on this particular place. That's about it for my look at the New Jersey Turnpike Supercharger station. Hey, a little footnote showing you the details of my journey. It's saying if I were to leave right now, I'd have minus 20% on my battery when I get home. All right, and then estimated charge time 40 minutes. Well, what does that mean? Let me show you. If I go to the charge screen by tapping on the lightning bolt, okay, it shows my battery and where I'm at, right? And, well, it would take a full hour. Well, let's see. Will it really be filling my tank of electrons, or will it just be getting me enough to continue on my journey so that I arrive home with somewhere, I think it's 10 or 20% left? Well, let me test that theory and just say, hey, if I cancel, so I've now canceled my journey, immediately it says now 1 hour and 20 remaining, okay? So you want to be careful there what you're reading on the screen. If I want to fill the entire tank, yeah, it's 1 hour and 20. But if I left it where it was, it seems like maybe it was gonna, well, I was gonna be ready to be on my way in about 40 minutes. Would the supercharging continue though, while I'm inside eating or whatever? I believe so, but I would want to, you know, double check that. So anyhow, you kind of want to, you know, pay attention to what's going on. You can obviously use the app, you know, while you're eating or away from the car and keep an eye on things. But yeah, just pointing that out. And then while I was talking, it actually adjusts the time remaining again to 1 hour and 10. And here comes another Tesla just pulling in the spot that just became empty. So let's go ahead and have a look. He's backing in, or she's backing in. If we tap on the supercharger station, should be able to get some information about how many stalls are available. Okay, so 1 of 4 and 120 kilowatts max. Well, it's accurate, right? That person is now sitting in their car, hasn't hopped out yet to plug in to the supercharger. So for me, it'll be interesting to see what happens. And by the way, I'm going to add this to my favorites because I will be back here for work. I'll be driving along the New Jersey Turnpike in the future. All right, so I will go ahead and continue recording once that person hops out of the vehicle to plug into the supercharger, and he appears to be on the phone right now and preoccupied. So that's a little bit rude when someone parks but doesn't charge. Not that big a deal because I haven't been here very long, but you saw right here it says idle fees up to $1 a minute. So if that person's car were to stop supercharging and they let the car sit there and he comes back 10 minutes too late after the charging has stopped, that's a $10 penalty. So because there's only 4 spots, I can see why the New Jersey Turnpike people would consider that fair. You want to make it kind of punitive if someone's taking up a charging spot that other people could be making good use of. So there you have it. I'm not going to show a face, but yeah, there's still a person in the car, 2 cars over. Okay, I can't resist. As I'm pulling out of the supercharger and getting back to the highway, look at how many cars are waiting in line to get gas. I've been doing a little tour of supercharge stations, and I'm in central New Jersey. I'm kind of forgetting the name of the town I'm in, but we've got EVgo from PSEG charger here, showing a Nissan Leaf picture, and then we've got the Tesla Supercharger. There's only 4 stations here, so I am sharing a pump, if you want to call it that, with another Model 3. So it looks like all Model 3s here tonight. And again, only 4 pumps, so that means, well, 3 cars, somebody's got to share. I like looking at the meters here. Let's see if we can actually see what's going on and how many kilowatts are being used at this moment in time as our cars charge. Wow, that's really having trouble focusing. There we go. Anyhow, what's unique about this one is not a terribly long walking distance to try to get to the rest stop.